Oh, hello everybody. It's what the bloody hell's going on here? Hold on a moment, okay? Right, better get out of the way. I can see what's going to happen here. Right, okay. Right, sodding hell. Right, okay. Well, there we go. Hello everybody. Megalithic here, and as this week Rockstar have seen fit not to furnish us with another vehicle, once again, we've got another option, but I put out some old videos, and that's exactly what we're doing. Okay, so we come over here to the Maze Bank offices, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I must warn you, ladies and gentlemen, don't speak to my secretary. She fires monkeys into space, don't you know? She says she's sort of trying to emulate NASA, but I think she just does it for a sick thrill, really, but there we go. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, never mind. Either way, we're here to continue, or at least I'm here to continue trying to complete my Pegassi collection, don't you know? As I say, this video was filmed some time back, at that time, Pegassi, Rockstar, I should say, had all of the Pegassis on special offer. This was when the Zorosso was released, and today we're taking a look at the Pegassi Toros. Now, the Pegassi Toros can be found under the legendary motorsport website and retailing generally for a price of $500,000. Yes, it's generally sort of 498, I do believe it was, or something in that ballpark anyway. Right, either way, ladies and gentlemen, not particularly impressed with this car, but we're going to send it up to the Hillcrest residence anyway, and there we go. Okay, and on this occasion we'll be getting there in the Pegassi Monroe, which really is more sort of my style of Pegassi, don't you know? Okay, sort of one of my favorite cars, I have to admit. Just purely for the aesthetic styling, it's absolutely hideous to drive, you understand, but there we go. I'm sure you'll agree it's absolutely upset days. It's sort of done some damage to it, haven't I? Okay, well, never mind. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, never mind. Like I said, we're up here now to have a look at the Pegassi Toros, and God knows why. I suppose the only reason, oh, good God, look at it. Okie dokie. Well, like I said, the only reason why I'm purchasing this really is to complete my Pegassi collection, don't you know, or at least go towards it. And so, what do we think? Well, it's not what I expect from Pegassi at all. They really are known for their supercars and whatnot. That's what they do, emulating Lamborghini, and Lamborghini did put out this sort of four-door family-style vehicle, and God knows why they did that. An SUV, would you believe, ladies and gentlemen, from Pegassi, and whoever wanted one of those, I certainly know that I did not. Give me a supercar any day, I say. Okay, well, never mind, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take it out onto the street and see how she handles it. I'm getting called from LJT, and we certainly don't want to ride.
Here's a bottleneck, man, so...
Yes, go away, LJ. You simply don't want to talk to that gentleman. He's always phoning me, always pestering me. Whoops, sodding hell, right, okie dokie. Right, yes, okay, so this car, what do we think, ladies and gentlemen? Whoops, this is right, okay, as you can see, a little bit wallowy. Right, okay, acceleration, not too bad, I suppose. Right, it does seem to be moving, doesn't it? Okay, let's check out that top speed, and okay, not too, whoops, this is sodding hell. Okay, there we go, right here. And slidey, and slammy. Okie dokie, so there we go, ladies and gentlemen, getting a feel for this car. It does sort of shift, but its handling's absolutely awful. It's sort of got a high center of gravity, so it wallows about all over the place, and I'm putting in the cine camera, and that never ends well now, does it? Okay, so we can weave between the traffic. As I said, it's an old video, and I haven't sort of given up on that idea, and did sort of get through there, didn't we? As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, we do seem to be shifting, sodding hell, right? Okay, hitting another car. Yes, well, we were shifting there anyway, at any rate. Okay, so yes, maybe this car has got some speed to it, It doesn't seem to be flying along. Okie dokie, well, there we go, listen, this is out of the box, I should point out, so we're going to, sorry, alright, we're going to send it on back to the Maze Bank offices, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, we've arrived back now, and we're going to take it on into the custom auto shop, we're going to go perform the necessary modifications and upgrades to this vehicle. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that right now then, shall we? Okay, so here we are, we're inside the custom auto shop, ladies and gentlemen, and as always, we will be going through this stage of the video at double speed, just to hurry things along somewhat, but still give you an idea of the different modifications and upgrades that can be affected to your vehicle, should you choose to go ahead and purchase it. And I'm going to be honest with you, straight out of the box, I'm going to say, I don't imagine why, I can't really see why you would be, not really got much going for it, in my opinion, I should say, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, the Pegassis, really are sort of the supercar, that's what we're looking for when we go for Pegassis and Grottis and that sort of thing, we're not really looking for this sort of four-door family style, certainly not an SUV, for God's sake, but nevertheless, Rockstar seemed to think it's a funny idea. Well, I suppose Lamborghini thought it was a funny idea, and Rockstar seemed to agree with them, and so we're punished with it, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are, we've got it in in the game, and we're going to go ahead and test it out. Okay, it's got some interesting libraries on there, as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, and with a little bit of luck, that means we'll be getting towards the end of this stage of the video. Although I've got to say, now I look at the bar as I recorded, no, we're actually still a long way away from that. Okay, so what can we say? Raspberries, that's all I can say, ladies and gentlemen. Really don't care for this vehicle. You know, if you're going to go, my opinion, ladies and gentlemen, if you're going to go and sort of spend $500,000 on a Pegassi, you may as well go and throw another sort of 225,000 on top of that, ladies and gentlemen. Go get the Pegassi Zentorno, you know. Other than that, ladies and gentlemen, there are a lot of other decent cars out there for that kind of money, for the $500,000 mark, you know. And this, in my opinion, certainly isn't one of them straight out of the box. You know, I can keep saying straight out of the box. I've already driven this vehicle upgraded. As I say, it's an old video, ladies and gentlemen, and it doesn't get much better, I can tell you. The major problem with this car, you know, like I say, it does have a relatively decent acceleration, but the major problem, ladies and gentlemen, with this car is its handling. You know, it's absolutely awful. Very wallowy, awful handling, slides across the road everywhere, you know, far too heavy, far too, the center of gravity is far too high on it, and all in all, ladies and gentlemen, yes, you're not if you're looking for something, I mean, I can't imagine why you would be buying this vehicle, really, other than to complete a Pegassi collection. But if you're looking to get people across the map, you know, sort of four people, let's say, there are many other better cars you can choose to do it in than this particular vehicle. Okay, well, be that as it may, ladies and gentlemen, the vehicle has been upgraded. As you can see, we're going to take it out on the street to see how she handles. Okay, we're getting to the top right-hand corner. Let's see how she goes, and there we go. Okay, back end completely came away on me. Right, okay, there we go. We're sort of putting it around. Whoops, this is okay. Let's see what sort of top speed we get down here. We'll at least start to pick some up anyway. Okay, as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, absolutely awful to control. You know, just sort of want to lean all around, and there we go, going around this bottom right and hit the solid wall. Okay, I mean, I am a shockingly bad driver, ladies and gentlemen, I will always admit that, but you know, I can hold that corner in different vehicles, not in this one, you know, certainly not of that kind of speed anyway. Okie dokie, well, we're going to go some speed here, ladies and gentlemen, down the bottom, we're going to try and put it around and sodding hell, right, okay, well, there we go, ladies and gentlemen, like I say, bad driver, but how often do we see that? Not all that often at all, to be quite frank with you, and that's because this car's absolutely abysmal. Okie dokie, well, never mind, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have to go through the standard formalities of any video, and we're going to send it on up to the track, don't you know, and put it up against a lot of the vehicles. But as you may be able to see by the timestamp on this particular video, ladies and gentlemen, not all that many cars, you know. The simple truth is this car's not all that competitive. Okay, so we're going to take it on up. Like I said, we're going to start it. This is the Garotti Beastie, or the Bestie, I don't absolutely no idea how to pronounce it. A recent purchase of Mr. Raccoon, you know. And we were of the opinion, ladies and gentlemen, the Taurus was going to take this, you know. This is one of the lower end Garottis, got to be honest, can't be perfectly, I can't remember exactly how much it was. I don't think it was more than sort of $600,000 though, $600,000 or $700,000 maybe, but I do think it's in the general same sort of ballpark, you know. And as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, yes, the Taurus can't even beat that. So it did appear quite fast, ladies and gentlemen. It would appear that speed was deceptive, and in fact it's absolutely abysmal, as I say. Right, and there we go, bouncing across the road, as you can see. So we're going to pull out the Pegassi Zentorno. This was the car that I referenced earlier, ladies and gentlemen, $725,000 up against the effectively $500,000 Taurus there. Both Pegassis, ladies and gentlemen. One is a sports car, one is an SUV. So what do you see? Exactly what you would expect. You know, in fact, perhaps not quite what you'd expect in all fairness to the Taurus there, ladies and gentlemen. It was keeping up with it, and really only my shocking corner that sort of let it down. But there's absolutely no question, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, the Zentorno is going to take it to that line, and it was always going to. And there we go. So what do we think of the Taurus? As I say, ladies and gentlemen, not really impressed with it. And that's pretty much the end of the video. Of course, there is only one more question that remains, as always, and ladies and gentlemen, in these videos. That question is the Garotti Italia GT. Oh yes, it's going to beat it, ladies and gentlemen. There's no point in even wasting any time, is there? The Garotti Italia GTO is an absolutely fantastic car, ladies and gentlemen. It's 4 times the price, admittedly, of the Taurus, you know, but it's about a million times better, to be quite frank with you. It's got some of the top end speed on the game, and absolutely shocking handling, and you put those two things together and you're going to be laughing your way all the way to paying a $20,000 fine when you fish it out the drink, you know. Okie dokie, yeah, absolutely abysmal. Would recommend taking it down the Vespucci canals, you know, always a giggle. Okay, so there we go, ladies and gentlemen. That is the Toros finally crossing the line way behind the Karate Italy GTO. Okay, and like I said, ladies and gentlemen, so what do we think of the Toros? Not a great deal. Is it worth the money for $500, 500,000? Probably is, to be quite honest. It's very cheap, but oh god, no, sodding raccoon. Okay, well, there we go. I do hope you've enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching.